What's up everybody, AnimeX here, and in this video I'll be adding yet another part to the somewhat controversial series that some people hate, some people love, not really many people in between, but this is the What If Sasuke and the Nine-Tails series. But since you guys did hit the like goal for part 2, here it is. Now, the like goal for this video will obviously have to increase, so if you guys want the series to continue on a weekly basis, 2k likes, and I know you guys can all do this since you guys are my powerful subs, but 2k likes for a part 3 to this What If. Anyways, just like with any other continuation, I'll be recapping the last part of the What If, then jumping to the new material. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, in the last part of this What If, we kind of saw Sasuke get the Nine-Tails, and we saw the means of which he obtained it from Fugaku, who put the Nine-Tails under a Genjutsu and sealed it within Sasuke Uchiha himself. Now, in this last part of the What If, we went through Sasuke's childhood and kind of dove into the different things that I would see him deal with, whether that be the depression from the Uchiha massacre and the rage that would have filled him up, and or whether that be also other stuff such as like the village people hating him and his own clan treating him not necessarily like a child, but more like a weapon of mass destruction, someone that they needed to groom and get ready for their own uses. But we last left off with Minato and Naruto adopting Sasuke sort of as their, well, as Naruto's brother and as Minato's son, and that's where we're going to jump right back into the story. Now, like I said, we left off with Sasuke being adopted as part of Naruto's family, regaining a somewhat stable home and gaining the love and support of another family who, in fact, treats Sasuke better, or at least gives him more attention, than even his own family did. When Sasuke moves in with Naruto and Minato and Kushina, his family, Sasuke is treated with the utmost hospitality and love, as if he was their own child. This is something that is vital to Sasuke as a child, as in the original, Sasuke was alone in his life after the massacre of his clan, and now he has the support of people who care about him. Now, even though Sasuke is taken in by a loving family, Sasuke is now a man on a mission. Someone that is driven by hatred and sheer determination for one major goal in his life: kill his brother Itachi Uchiha, the one who murdered his clan. Whenever Sasuke isn't eating or at the Ninja Academy, Sasuke and Naruto are training together, both wanting to gain strength for a multitude of reasons. For Sasuke, the major end goal is to kill Itachi, but he also doesn't want to fall behind Naruto in terms of strength or abilities as a ninja, seeing how he sees Naruto as a brother and someone that he wants to stay ahead of. Naruto doesn't want to fall behind Sasuke, and in fact wants Sasuke to be someone that in the future he'll be able to protect, and he'll be able to stop from basically having to deal with traumas like the Uchiha massacre, but that isn't the main goal. Naruto wants to become Hokage, not to be recognized in the village like in the original, but because he admires his father and he sees the Hokage position as something that is only available for the strongest and most trustworthy of ninja. He also wants to become someone that everyone can rely on in the village, so tragedies like the Uchiha massacre never happen again. So they train, and they train, and they train every day. Whether that be them practicing jutsu together, them competing with their shuriken jutsu abilities, or even them sparring to gauge their strength against one another. They are constantly training. Now, when it comes to the sparring, before the Uchiha massacre, Naruto and Sasuke were essentially equals. They tied in their sparring matches rather repeatedly, and whenever someone did finally win the next fight, or basically the fight after that, would result in the tables turning in the opponent's favor, basically evening out the matches for the most part. But now, Sasuke is a different animal. For one, Sasuke has already unlocked his Sharingan, and due to his average emotions being amped to rage and hatred by Kurama, who is trying to subtly influence Sasuke to slowly, inch by inch and day by day, do his bidding, and finally, at the end of his plan, release the seal and let Kurama run free. Sasuke is basically being amped by this, in tandem with the hatred amping the strength of the Uchiha Sharingan, meaning that Sasuke is now able to activate his Sharingan at will, just due to the constant hatred that he feels within his heart, and his one Tomoe Sharingan eye has the actual potency of a higher level Sharingan, meaning that while Naruto is no pushover, he isn't able to win nearly as much against Sasuke. And Naruto's losses all build up day after day, pushing Naruto to train more and train harder, until Naruto realizes that with excitement and with a crazy gleam in his eyes, that how he is right now, he can't beat Sasuke. And while he doesn't like losing, Naruto knows that climbing the mountain and fighting for the #1 spot is half the fun. So after getting beaten by Sasuke for the 10th time that day and only getting a couple of wins, Naruto walks away, taking a break from sparring. As he approaches his father, who is home from a long day of work in the Hokage's office, Naruto asks Minato, "Hey dad, can you train me?" Minato, when he hears this, is rather surprised because this is the first time in a long time that Naruto has asked Minato to train him in any way, shape, or form, and it catches him way off guard. Minato then asks why Naruto is so adamant about training with him all of a sudden, and Naruto just says, I have to get stronger. Being weak is no fun. Minato looks at his son intently as he notices the seriousness of Naruto's glare, and Minato pats Naruto on the head, jokingly says, sorry son, I can't do that. When Naruto hears this, he doesn't really recognize the joking tone in Minato's voice, and he holds his head to the ground, as that wasn't the answer he was desiring. But when he does hear this, he just runs off and refuses to take this answer lying down and dashes off. Minato stands there, kind of confused as he was just kidding, but Naruto ran off regardless, kind of a misunderstanding, meaning that Naruto wanted to get some space for a little bit. Now, after being rejected by Minato for training, Naruto runs off saying that he's going to get some fresh air, and Naruto runs off into the village and decides to head to the Hokage's office. Naruto then sneaks inside, and since his father is the Hokage, Naruto has been in this place multiple times and has some bearing of where things are and what's within there. And Naruto starts searching for something that he's heard exists in the office before, something that he's heard Lord Third and Minato, his father, talk about, the Scroll of Sealing. Naruto searches for this scroll, and once he comes across this, Naruto grabs it and runs off into the night, determined to learn every jutsu within the scroll over time, and, making a quick decision, Naruto decides to bring it home, using the transformation jutsu on it to make it seem like a kunai, and he takes it to his room and starts staying up, learning and practicing hand signs and jutsus that he sees within the scroll. If you won't train me, Dad, I'll train myself. After staying up all night training, the next day, Naruto walks to the academy, with Sasuke and with both of them actually unusually tired, as they both notice the bags around each other's eyes and in unison say, hey, what's wrong with you? After asking this question, Naruto says that he was up all night learning a bunch of jutsu, and Sasuke says that he's trying to strengthen the Sharingan to an even higher degree, and he hasn't deactivated it in an entire day, which even for an Uchiha, who are supposed to be basically adept of the Sharingan, is an extremely taxing ability, and it's taxing on Sasuke's chakra and his stamina. Or at least, it would be if Kurama wasn't within Sasuke. Sasuke wonders to himself if he should tell Naruto the real reason he's so tired and why he's so sleep deprived, but he doesn't think that Naruto would believe him even if he told him. In reality, Sasuke had attempted to keep his Sharingan active for a whole day, but exhausted himself within a couple of hours. After that, Sasuke tried to tap into some of the chakra reserves that he accessed when Itachi killed the clan, and when he was brought into the seal. Which, just to let you guys know, is much weaker than than the seal that Minato placed on Naruto, just due to the fact that Minato is a sealing genius, and Fugaku is basically, his Fuin Jutsu isn't even close to Minato's, and since Minato, didn't seal Kurama within Sasuke, and Fugaku did, that means that the seal is a lot weaker. This means that Kurama has a much larger presence with Sasuke, and his emotions affect Sasuke's a lot more than they did in Naruto's original. Now, after exhausting himself, like I said, Sasuke was taken to the seal when for the first time he saw Kurama, a giant fox who towered over him and oozed hatred that put Sasuke to shame. Sasuke, when he saw this, turned white with fear, as he didn't know who or what this thing was. At the time, Sasuke had his Sharingan active, still, so he was able to basically see Kurama's chakra reserves, and not only see that they were massive, but nearly incomprehensible. Sasuke, when seeing this though, steeled his nerve, acting as if he wasn't scared. Kurama told Sasuke that he wouldn't be giving Sasuke any chakra unless it benefits him, because he's just a worthless Uchiha who should have died with his clan. When this is said to Sasuke, Sasuke's fear turns into hatred so strong that Kurama is impressed that a human could exude such malice and such hatred towards something. Sasuke, with a dead calmness, watched Kurama as his Sharingan advanced to the second Tomoe, second stage in its evolution, and Sasuke stares at the Kyuubi. I don't care what you are, but you are mine and you will act like it. When he says this, he makes a feeble attempt at Genjutsu, as for a second, Kurama gets scared that this kid would control him like that Uchiha once did all those years ago, and for a second, his Sharingan is so potent that Kurama is somewhat affected by the Genjutsu, although Kurama realizes that his Sharingan is much weaker than that Uchiha, Madara Uchiha himself, and that it's too weak to hold him down, and he laughs saying, Sasuke Uchiha, failure of your clan and younger brother of the one who slaughtered your people. Don't get this relationship confused. You don't control me. You are a mere vessel for me. Just like your insane brother once said, your hatred isn't enough. Sasuke, when hearing this, breaks down inside of his own mind and is essentially ejected from the seal, and the sound of Kurama's cackling haunts Sasuke, keeping him from sleeping, keeping him from really doing anything besides focusing on that. Naruto and Sasuke still head into the class, and just when Sasuke is considering telling Naruto about what happened, Haruka walks into the classroom and announces the teams. Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto Uzumaki, and Sakura Haruno, you will, from here on out, be known as Team 7. And when this happens, Sasuke and Naruto look at each other confused as ever. When Sasuke and Naruto hear that they're on the same team, they're confused because they know how the team system goes, and that is basically pitting the absolute best we paired with the absolute worst, and since Naruto is ranked highest in the classroom, Sasuke, who is a close second, they shouldn't be on the same team. Naruto asks why they're on the same team as Iruka smiles to himself. The Hokage pulled some strings to have you on the same team. He said that you guys will get stronger than any other team if you guys are, like I said, on a team. Oh yeah, and also assigned you to an instructor, Kakashi, his old student. When Naruto hears this, his face goes pale. Sasuke wonders who this Kakashi guy is, but Naruto knows who he is. Kakashi visits Minato all the time, whether that be to go pay their respects to Obito every morning, report a mission to him, or just talk to his master and a student, just talk like master and student like the old days. Naruto has seen and knows many things about Kakashi as he kind of considers him an uncle, although Kakashi has sparred against him and Naruto has been scarred from it. The 1,000 years of death is something that he's learned to narrowly avoid, but it is something that has scarred him nonetheless. So when he hears that Kakashi will be his instructor, Naruto is petrified. Sasuke is happy that they'll probably have a very strong master since Naruto is so scared of him. And Sakura, well, Sakura in her mind is in heaven. She gets to be on a team with both Sasuke and Naruto. And let me say this very briefly. I know I previously said that Sasuke had every girl rooting for him, but over the years, as Naruto grew more and more as a ninja, he also grew less and less obnoxious, and people started gravitating to him more. Yes, this includes Sakura, Ino, and many other of the females within the Konoha 11 or many of the Genin that we know. Now, while Sakura likes both Naruto and Sasuke in this story, Naruto still has no feelings, or I should say, this is contradictory to the original story, but he has no feelings for Sakura whatsoever, as he is solely focused on getting stronger and catching up to Sasuke. So when they're about to go meet Kakashi, Sakura asks Sasuke to go to lunch with her, and he asks very genuinely, with no sarcasm or no malice intent behind it, he asks, "I'm sorry, who are you again?" Sakura hears this and is heartbroken, but she just runs away and goes to ask Naruto, hoping that he will go to her, and Naruto turns, asking the same question, "Who are you?" This time, Sakura is ready with a response, and she introduces herself to Naruto. Naruto wasn't really paying attention, and when Sakura asks again, Naruto asks, "Hey, is Sasuke going?" Sakura shakes her head no, and Naruto just says that he won't be going either then, and Naruto and Sasuke meet up to go head over to meet their new sensei. Sakura slumps her shoulders as she realizes she's probably not going to be getting anywhere with these two. Upon meeting Kakashi, Sasuke isn't really impressed, or at least he doesn't understand why Naruto thinks he's so strong. Just like in the original, Naruto, Sasuke, and the bag of garbage introduce themselves and tell Kakashi their aspirations, and basically Kakashi wants to test their abilities. Naruto knows what's going to happen next as he starts sweating, and Kakashi pulls out bells as he explains the test. After this is explained, the test starts, and Naruto gives a look to Sasuke, and due to them fighting and training together so much, their communication and teamwork skills are nearly impeccable. So, without hesitation, Sasuke starts launching kunai at a crazy rate at Kakashi to distract him from the real attack. Kakashi, however, without taking his eyes off of his book, deflects all of the kunai rather easily. Naruto then charges and starts dodging a series of punches and kicks that, like usual, require Kakashi to put his book away, since not only is Naruto skilled, but he's extremely meticulous and cunning when he fights, meaning that he always has a strategy planned. Naruto catches a punch from Kakashi when Kakashi throws one back, and pulls him closer as he grabs Kakashi and puts him in a full Nelson hold. Kakashi then hits Naruto as he goes poof. This completely catches Kakashi off guard, since Naruto at this point in time has only recently learned Shadow Clones, and he doesn't spam them all the time like he would in the original. And he hasn't shown anyone else that he can do them either. In this moment of confusion, Sasuke gets over it quicker than Kakashi, and he strikes by weaving hand seals at a crazy rate that even Kakashi finds impressive, and launches a fireball jutsu at Kakashi, surprising him once again. Instantly, Kakashi is able to react using a water dragon jutsu and stop the fire, creating a large plume of smoke. Sasuke, reacting to this and knowing that something like this was going to happen, activates his Sharingan and is able to see Kakashi's chakra through the smoke. So he attacks and successfully hits Kakashi in the chest, sending him flying, also making eye contact with him in the process. This makes Kakashi mad as he, had his book with him and now it is ruined. His 50 Shades of Grey is gone. Kakashi comes flying out of the water and lifts his headband up, revealing his Sharingan. He then starts weaving hand seals and sees that he himself is being mirrored by Sasuke, who's weaving the exact same hand seals at a speed same as Kakashi's, using the same jutsu. When this happens, Kakashi realizes sometime before Kakashi activated his Sharingan, Sasuke used a very, very weak genjutsu to influence him. He breaks it, and when he does, he realizes that Naruto is charging from behind, reaching for the bells. The genjutsu made Kakashi think that Naruto was out of commission, but in reality he wasn't. Kakashi turns around and makes eye contact with Naruto for just the briefest of seconds and genjutsus Naruto so he passes out right before he closes his grip around the bells. Kakashi then runs to Sasuke, punching him in the stomach so hard that he coughs up blood, and kicks Sasuke into the air, knocking him out while in the air. Sakura, he looks at Sakura and sees her as no threat, so he just tells her to give up. But when she starts reaching for a kunai, acting like she's going to actually do something and be useful, he genjutsus her as well. After everyone wakes up from their beating, Kakashi gives them good news. They pass, and with that, Naruto and Sasuke walk home, being loud and proud about finally becoming ninja. And that, everybody, is where I'm going to end part 2 to the What If Sasuke the Nine Tails series. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video and want to see another part very quickly, 2,000 likes is the like goal, just like I said. Now, before I close out the video, I just want to do my usual thing. If you guys are interested in supporting me in a more personal way, I will leave a link to my Patreon down below. And if you guys do want to talk to me more or basically see more activity from me on more of an hourly basis, like things that I'll be talking about and interacting with you guys more, I will leave a link to my Twitter and my Instagram down below, along with the 2 Discords that I am most active in. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know about that type of stuff, just in case you guys were interested in interacting with me, I should say, on a more personal level. If you guys did enjoy the video and haven't already done so, consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss out on more Sasuke content and What If Naruto content in general. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, guys, this is AnimeX, signing off.